My team just challenged me to make at least $800 as quickly as I could, but I cannot use any of the skills that I already have, and I have to do it in a way that anyone could. And to make it worth my time, I'm gonna give myself 4 hours. Let's do this. Okay, so let's think strategically. What would be a smart business idea that we could choose that we could actually make money with in 4 hours? Because every business idea that has to do with physical products like dropshipping and Amazon FBA are probably going to take a lot longer because we need to find a company to source the product from, and then we need to agree on the product features, and no, that's a no-go. But how about print on demand? Because there I don't need to source anything, I don't need to ship any product myself, there's no inventory, and I could definitely bring the product to market in less than 4 hours. But I know myself. I will probably want to test the quality of the product and make sure that it's in good shape and that it brings the right value for what I'm charging. So no, that's a no-go as well. So it has to be a service-based business. Wait, I could do consulting. I've consulted businesses big and small, from startups to multi-billion-dollar corporations for the last 18 years. I could easily do that. But my team said I cannot use any of the skills that I already have. So think. How about we try to make money with Google Maps? I've always seen loads of opportunity in Google Maps. Shall we try that? Let's do this. But before we dive straight in, let's do one thing. Let's make sure that we check the viability of this business idea, because I don't want to be wasting my time, and I'm sure that you don't want to be wasting yours either. So let's use a tool that I've mentioned before and that I completely swear by. It is one of my secrets, and it is always going to show you how much demand exists in any niche that you choose. Not only that, but it is completely free, and you can use it to test demand and interest in any niche in any country around the world at any given time. And what I think is even cooler is that, and probably the reason why I trust it so much, is because it is also from Google, which is the largest search engine in the world. And because of that, you are able to see everything about that niche that you want to test, including be able to compare trends over time. And this way you make sure that whatever you're getting yourself into is not a sinking ship. So let's use Google Trends and let's see if this is a good idea or not. Great, so what you want to do is come to trends.google.com, and I would suggest you choose the past 5 years. You could do worldwide, or you could choose a country. You have literally all the countries in the world here. And I'm gonna test Google My Business first of all. And definitely we see that there's consistent high levels of interest. But I know that Google changed the name of this product or service, and they no longer call it Google My Business, they call it Google Business Profile. So let's try for that as well and make sure that this also has high demand. Wow, this looks amazing. It's definitely a win. Okay, now I'm convinced this is what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be using Google Maps to make the $800 that I committed to my team to do as quickly as possible. And I only have 3 hours and 36 minutes left, so we need to hurry up. The only problem is I don't know anything about Google Business Profiles, and I always want to over-deliver for my clients. It's another one of my secrets. I always do it, and the more value I add to them, the more they want to work with me and build a long-term partnership, which allows me later on to add more value, deliver more services, and be able to charge more. And as you can see, they get more value, I get more value into my company, so I can keep growing it. So it's always a win-win. And you know what they say, it's a lot easier to sell to an existing client, probably 100 times easier, than it is to acquire a new one. All right, so let's see if there's a way that I can learn this thing as quickly as possible. And Google have a lot of free courses, so I bet they must have at least one about Google My Business or Google Business Profile. Let's check. So I'm just going to Google Google Business Profile Manager course, and let's look for one from Google. Here we go. Google My Business in the skill shop. All right, Google My Business. Learn how to use your free Google My Business to create listings that will stand out when customers search online. 42 minutes. All right, let's do this. I've got 42 minutes to learn this. All right, let's find some businesses to serve. And what you want to do, and by the way, feel free to do this along with me. I'm gonna explain it step by step. So what you want to do is open Google Maps, so maps.google.com, and then look for small businesses either in the area where you live or literally anywhere in the world under one condition, that you speak the local language of that area. I live in Switzerland, so for the purposes of this challenge, I'm not going to be calling businesses in Switzerland because that means I would need to speak either French or German, and in that case, maybe not everybody would understand. So I'm gonna look for opportunities in small towns in the US so I can speak English and I can record some of the calls, and then you guys can see how I handle them. Okay, let's start working. All right, so now I'm on Google Maps. Probably everybody has seen this before. I don't need to explain to you what it is. And what I'm gonna do is first, let's find some small towns in the US. Let's pick Wyoming, okay? How about Sunshine? I like sunshine. And I miss the sunshine. We haven't seen the sunshine here in Switzerland for a few weeks now. Okay, so let's look for plumber in Sunshine, Wyoming. Okay, there we go. We already have some. Now, what you want to do is look for small brick and mortar businesses, right? You can look for hairdressers, for pet groomers, for plumbers, for painters, for coffee shops. You can obviously also look for higher income businesses like law firms, like dentists, chiropractors, and so forth. But my recommendation would be that you try with some smaller, less complicated businesses first, because you'll probably be able to sell to them relatively easier than it would be to sell to a law firm. So let's try it out and see if that works. Once you found a list of businesses and you see you have them listed here on the left side, then what you want to do is try and identify the ones that have incomplete profiles, the ones that have not claimed their business account, the ones that have very few reviews, very low ranking in search. So this way you know there is a lot that you can do to help them. So let's see what we can find. So I'm definitely not going to call this company because it looks like they have a lot of reviews. They already have pictures. Okay, so that's not somebody that I want to talk to. Let's see the next one. This one either. No. Okay, let's look lower for companies with a lot less filled in their profile. How about this one? So for example, this one could be a good one to contact because you can see they have very low reviews, a very low level of performance from reviews. It only has 3.4 and only 10 reviews. They only have the phone number, but they have no website, only 2 pictures that could probably be better. So this could be one that I'm gonna call. Let's look for a few more. Perfect. So now we found one that is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. You see here it says claim this business, and what it means is that this company has created an account for their business but never claimed their business account, and they would need to do that in order to then be able to better optimize it. A lot of these things you're going to learn in the 42-minute course that I just took. So definitely Bragg Plumbing and Heating Inc. is one that we need to call. Let's look for a few more. Here's another one. Claim this business is still an option. And another one. This is getting too easy already, okay? So you can see these companies only have their address, their name, very, very few reviews. There is no business account being claimed, and oftentimes they have really poor quality pictures. They have no website and sometimes no phone number. These are amazing opportunities for us to offer some services to them and help them get ranked a lot higher. And this way they could make a lot more money because they would show up in front of people who are searching for a plumber in Sunshine. And this way they could get a lot more phone calls or more feet through the door. All right, you guys, I was already able to find 22 different plumbers and painters. I decided to go a little bit more towards the East Coast because due to the time that I am filming this challenge at, it's gonna be a lot easier to find small business owners available and willing to speak to me at this time on the East Coast. So we've got enough, I feel, but because we only have 2 hours and 12 minutes left, I won't have enough time to email them and wait for an answer because I really want to make sure that I make at least some money with this challenge. So I'm gonna have to call them. Wish me luck. I first need to think about what I'm going to say and how I'm going to pitch my newfound business. So I'm gonna take a couple minutes to brainstorm a little bit and come up with some very loose script that I would like to have in front of me as I talk to them, because I want to make sure that I land the value that I'm able to provide to them through my services as quickly and as you know, in a meaningful and impactful way as possible. So wish me luck. I'm ready. Let's do this. Okay, this one didn't pick up. Let's try another one. So here's the thing. Many of these businesses that haven't claimed their business account and that are perfect opportunities for us to reach out to don't have a phone number in their profile either. So how am I going to call enough companies to be able to sell at least 3 or 4, I would say, services so that I can reach the $800. Okay, let's look for some more. Okay, here's one that has a phone number. Hello? Yeah, hi. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Laura. I am calling you from a digital marketing agency called Scale Studio. Yes. Look, I'm a Google trained and specialized individual, and I help companies. Okay, this one did not go well. I could not get through to the business owner, which is really important if you want to sell something quickly on the phone. So let's try another one. Hi. Yes, hi. Hi, my name is Laura, and I'm calling you from Scale Studio. Yeah, I'm Google trained and I specialize in digital marketing. Yeah, I help businesses, small and medium, typically brick and mortar ones, maximize their online presence, particularly on Google. Okay, so we made a call. We have a follow-up for tomorrow, but I was not able to sell to her right now. So I am going to go ahead and make a lot more phone calls, okay? All right, you guys, so things are not looking great. I have 1 hour and 4 minutes left. I went through all 22 companies that I had initially found. I actually had to go ahead and look for more because I couldn't get through to the owner. And when I did, so I got 7 companies that I got through to, and 2 of them said that they weren't interested. 2 of them asked me to send the free assessment that I made for them, but I couldn't get confirmation for a follow-up call, and the others were willing to have a follow-up call. And then I also realized that, I mean, it's not great that I didn't sell anything so far, But if I had, there was no way that I could have charged them other than through my company, and I wanted to do that by not using any of my existing skills or assets. So I'm gonna have to go and create a Fiverr account and find a few more companies and hopefully sell a couple of services before the time runs out. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so the Fiverr profile is done. I did not think about this one before. Good thing is that it didn't take that long to create, and obviously I know enough about freelancer profiles that I could do that quickly. And now let's look for more companies. Okay, so the time is out. We are done with the challenge. And it turns out that I actually had a lot more luck with painters instead of plumbers, and a lot more luck with Georgia, so around Atlanta-based small businesses. Now, if you want to try this yourself, you don't have to call only painters around Atlanta. You can still look for other small brick and mortar businesses anywhere in the world. But this was my luck today. So I managed to actually sell 3. I was able to sell to 2 companies for $250 and to 1 company for $200 after some negotiation. Now I need to go ahead and deliver because I obviously want to make sure that I give them the best services possible. So I am not there yet in terms of making the $800, but I only gave myself 4 hours. Probably if I had another 30-40 minutes, I probably would have made the other missing dollars to reach 800, but hey, it was a challenge and the time's up, so I have to give it to the team. This was fun. I actually had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you did as well, and I hope it was helpful. By the way, if you think it's gonna help, I'm gonna work with the team and create a free downloadable guide that we're gonna link down below this video, and I'm gonna write in there everything step by step, everything that I did, how I looked for companies, what kind of companies you can look for. We're gonna give you a lot more types of brick and mortar businesses that you could search for and what to look for exactly, so you can replicate this as well. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Until next time, I suggest you go ahead and watch this video over here. Like this video if you liked it, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so, and also share with a friend who might also want to see how I make a lot of fun of myself, I guess. But you know, after all, it's not a bad outcome. I'm really pleased with what we did today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.